Hello, everybody. This is Swarmlord39 of Almost Cool here with another episode of Danganronpa V3. Crossing my fingers, hoping that my computer decides that it wants to actually catch it. Yes, it looks like it has. Yes, it has. So we'll just go ahead and jump right back in.
Well now.
Thank you! Oh, those parts were always annoying. So we skipped over that here. Although, it makes me wonder if it's going to be... Anyway.
The flashback light became the motive. When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him. I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but...
You are naive.
Huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
Maki totally gets me!
Oh boy.
That's why I needed to settle it myself, and broke into the hangar with an exisal.
Well, I kind of just skipped ahead right there.
But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected. Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other. Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow, probably by Kaito when he fought back. Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in.
Oh boy.
I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow.
Okay.
That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison? Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died, and find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
What do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right? He could
Very
have made
true.
it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game. That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game. Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind. Especially with that message in the courtyard.
Yep.
Kokichi said it was a hint, but was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
As a remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his plan being thwarted.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
What are you talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying. But anyway, why are you starting a killing game when it should have ended?
Yep.
You already know it's meaningless, and that I'm the mastermind. Do you love killing that much?
Shut up, you asshole! I realized it was pointless to continue the conversation, so I shot the final arrow. But then... What?
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time?
I used Strike 9 poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
That's so mean!
But that was my first mistake. Because
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito. When I returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed. I assumed it was Kokichi's doing, but because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore. I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote! After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window. Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote, but Kokichi stole it from him.
Sorry, but I can't die here. Since I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right? He already went to space.
Damn it!
Oh, jeez.
Stop!
Phew, it feels so much better. I guess that's a wrap. Or maybe not, because now another class trial is going to start.
Class trial?
You'll be the Blackened for this case, you know. The Blackened who killed Kaito.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't have you kill anybody.
What?
Aww, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was protecting Maki. The situation just got way worse, huh? Maki is gonna become the Blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me!
Don't you worry, Makiro. I'm not gonna die that easily. Just leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing game.
You're still full of energy, even like that. You really are not boring.
That's what he said to Kaede at the back at the beginning in the first case. I'm pretty sure that's full truth.
I want to see what a dying Kaito can do. So, show me what you've got. I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you...
Don't mind me. Run, Makiro. Just hurry up and run. Run and live. You gotta live.
But I refused to give up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife.
Ouch.
In the end, I couldn't.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
After that, I returned to the bathroom door was closed. I called out, but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered. I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave. That's when I made up my mind. As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial, in exchange for all of your lives.
Dang it, Maki.
So that's what happened.
Then Kokichi, knowing what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Was that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
How dare you make fun of him! You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer! You fucking asshole!
Ooh, Maki is so scary. Good thing I'm in this exosoul. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh. So, what are everyone's plans now? With the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for? You can vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die together. Or vote for Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
No, we can't vote yet. We don't have the whole truth. This case isn't over.
Huh?
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand. There's another hidden truth within your testimony.
A hidden truth?
Yes, I'm positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us.
Come on. Kokichi drinking the antidote, or Maki?
That's it!
Right, because the sensors would have gone off.
Maki said she used a knife to try to break the control panel and enter the hangar. But that doesn't make sense, because there's an alarm system on the shutter.
Oh yeah! The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutter.
I was too focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
Maybe the sensor just missed her.
Nope.
Nah, the security there isn't that sloppy. If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
Then why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
Okay.
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with it?
I'm not going to tell any more lies. I did attempt to enter the hangar.
I guess it's the 100%
And
certainty
I tried
and
to
with
destroy
the
the
electro
control
bomb.
panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
There we go.
That's wrong! There is a way to disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
But Maki only had one bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Why would he have needed to use it if he's the mastermind?
Why would I use an electro bomb? I had no reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I guess so. I can't come up with a reason why
I've got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
What?
This one?
That's it! It was to deactivate the safety function on the press.
Deactivate the safety function?
The Electrobomb wouldn't have just taken down the alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
that's true, but why would he do that?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that. If I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
All wrong.
Kaito's cause of
That's
death.
it. Kaito's cause of death.
What?
If the electro bomb was used while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely. This is it!
If it. Oh, hey Sal.
The hydraulic press. Kaito could
Came in pretty. You come into it pretty late.
What? He could have?
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
If that's the case, it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been the cause of death. But that's just a possibility.
What do you mean?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press. Both causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it, no matter what.
No matter what?
That's not true. Right, Shuichi?
I'm gonna say it is possible. Oh, dang it. No? Really?
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened. But I know, because I was actually involved.
So that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Do you finally get it? Yep, that was my plan. The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim, but rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. Only I know the answer.
Oh boy.
There's no more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Intuition.
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes. So, who is the culprit? Maki or me? The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
Are you kidding me? I have to actually choose? Without knowing? I feel really bad for doing that.
That's my line. I'm the
Oh.
one who decides when it's voting time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already. This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Just like you always do.
Huh? Yes, of course.
Eh? What kind of a reaction is that?
Oh. Oh my gosh, Kokichi, did you just do what I think you did? I just realized. The electro bomb wasn't even just necessarily for the press. It would have also probably disabled any way Monokuma had of monitoring the situation. Monokuma can't know who did it either.
The culprit, you say? Yes, of course I know.
Hmm? Why do you seem so flustered?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh.
Monokuma, do you not know who the culprit is either?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
You don't know, do you?
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit
The
is?
electro bomb. The electro.
Yes, that's it. So that's what Kokichi's real objective
He's
was.
ending the. He's ending the game.
Huh? What are you
If
talking
Monokuma
about?
can't determine who the Blackened is, how could he by his own rules choose? How could he by his own rules choose choose who actually won and who was actually the Blackened? Was if the vote was correct or incorrect?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
A murder Monokuma can figure out?
What's the point of that?
He's
Kokichi's
not.
the one who's controlling Monokuma.
But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden cameras, strategically placed to avoid our detection.
I can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electro bomb to scramble whatever that was. The
Yeah.
electro bomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden.
Like I said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the exosols... Yes, the exosols weren't protecting Monokuma. They were...
Keeping him trapped.
That's it!
So we're keeping an eye on him.
They were watching Monokuma.
Watching him?
Yes. Remember what
This is-
Monokuma said earlier?
This
in
is
the investigation?
absolutely brilliant.
If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an exosol, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki. She didn't want
Boy.
to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
You're right.
So to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the exosols to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
I told you there's no point. Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
No, Kokichi might not be controlling Monokuma at all.
What?
But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling Monokuma?
Kokichi might not be the mastermind. Remember that the only reason we think that
It's
is
because he
Kokichi
said it.
told us.
He's a known liar. Why did they ever take that at face
Monokuma
value?
hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me. The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
Right. He's a remnant of despair. How'd we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma...
It actually makes the most sense.
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I gotta run this trial fair and square.
Even more reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies. Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
Yeah, tell us! Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward, you know.
Aren't you normally the forward one? I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too. But in the interest of fairness, I suppose it's time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
And what is that truth?
Oh boy.
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
Is that really true?
Oh.
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
But what about the Exisals? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
Got a remote.
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
Muse.
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, you didn't know? Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer, she also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device.
Woo.
Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exisouls and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I wanted that info purely out of spite. Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Well, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems
They're
like
actually
fighting.
They are. He's wanted to end it. He's wanted
There's
to end
no
the
doubt
game.
about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
We're just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
He was trying to get him to believe that the game was over.
Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating.
Then if he's not the mastermind, who is?
Why are you so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
But I wanna know.
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get things back on track. This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind. So, yeah, get to talking.
I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, Let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed
Got
to
all this
confirm
high-tech
the
inventions that
results?
can hijack the killing. Yeah, that brings Miyu's, in my opinion, of Miyu down. The movie is the mastermind purely from your reactions to all. Huh. Interesting.
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma. But you gotta run the class trial too, so no mistakes, okay?
Oh boy.
Are you trying to get me to do something?
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out. So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too. This will be the final class trial! Me versus Monokuma!
You versus Monokuma?
Oh, Kokichi.
When I play a game, I intend.
Oh my gosh.
What's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players? No. Beating the game's mastermind.
He's right.
True
He's right. Oh my gosh.
That's how I'll win. That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma. If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner.
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
No, actually, it makes perfect sense to me.
The outside world is in total ruin. This game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest.
It might be
and feel good
the
winning.
way he's going about it might be messed up reasoning, but might be messed up. But the logic itself is very sound to me.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaos.
Yeah, that's it. He's not defying logic, just morality.
Whatevs. Let's just get this started. If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others for that matter. It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
Whose side are you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
Oh my gosh, this is great!
Now, let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
Well, we were going to do it anyway.
Let's
Jeez.
just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
Yeah! Let's just focus on the case.
Hey, be quiet so we can ignore you.
Now, where should we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
Yep.
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact, you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
You warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both robots.
Oh jeez. Piece of evidence that makes more sense now. No.
Damn it!
Nope. My bad. Okay, let's think. Wait.
Oh,
No. But didn't we already find out that they were in the hangar? Where's this? Crap. Wow. No, it's not that. I'm gonna say something because I'm about to run out of time, and that would have been even worse. Oh, jeez. Okay. Wow, I'm having trouble with this one. Okay. What is he? What? Is it this one? Nope.
I was wrong.
I have messed up a lot on this one. I've gone through here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna try this one, and if this doesn't work,
this is it.
Nope, that was it. It was the video the whole time. It was the video the whole time.
Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press. Kokichi said that he filmed that video, but we know that Kokichi was trying to... It's pretty strange to present evidence.
Then
okay.
What kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with a hydraulic press.
But if that were the only objective, discovering the crushed body would have been a...
That's true.
Very true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all.
Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's...
Get the thing. Oh, frick. Oh, this is victim. It's just gonna be victim.
I see now.
Okay.
The victim.
Huh?
Even possible?
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim. That might be exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for.
Does that mean the victims were switched?
Switched? Then it was some other dead body that...
What?
Where would he even get another body?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body.
If there was an unknown body. The footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim? And we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way. The camera doesn't have any edit. Monokuma also said that no computer would...
Damn it! Me and my big mouth!
Which means switching out the victim. Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this, so...
It might be possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible.
Oh. See? You don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done. So we can't just give up here.
Ooh.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well. So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places? If Kaito is alive or not?
Maki.
I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito.
Oh my gosh, this is taking a turn for the utterly... I had no idea. Oh my gosh.
I want that.
Okay then, let's talk about the possibility that Maki-ro mentioned.
Himiko, if you call her that again...
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Then let's all talk it over together.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Geez, you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
That's probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places.
I knew there was a duplicate video the whole time. Kokichi made it, so it's 100.
The press stopping seemed a little suspicious to me.
There must.
Up and down. I'm thinking it's the press.
Be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief...
Could it be that the video was shot at another location?
Any other bright ideas? Come on, everybody, speak up!
There
Oh boy.
must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic...
Okay, so I was right about it. Because, yeah, it shouldn't have stopped. But yeah.
Kibo is onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic
Oh, this is
press,
gonna come out where it, Yeah, it didn't pause.
Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping.
But in the video,
Pause. And then speed up.
The hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body?
But why would it stop?
Probably not there.
I see it! The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function. There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
Yep.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
Actually, so what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
That's true.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
Oh, I see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
Huh?
The camera stopped.
What do you mean?
He stopped the recording right there and then well, they switched the victim.
You stop something else at the same time you stop the hydraulic press.
Oh, another mind game. Gotta find out where that camera is. Oh, that's electro bomb. There it is. Nope, that didn't work. Stop the camera at the same time that you stop the press.
The culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press. Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press. After the body was swapped, the press and the so it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
That's what I've been saying this whole time!
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Where was the camera set up? Up here?
There!
Woo! So yeah, you'd have to be able to stop it at the exact same time.
The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here. To operate the press and the camera at the same time, you would have to be near the switch.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle.
Yep.
If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
Camera angles, huh? Looks like you're
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height. press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct? That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
Yep.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position so it would produce that angle.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
You don't get to make that reference.
Then, that logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In that case, Kaito is...
Still dead.
Or he was crushed by the press. He was swapped with a different body. So Kaito's still alive!
Well, wait just a minute.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned, what are you talking about?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he... Wait, the mastermind?
Wouldn't have another body.
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so... I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Very well, I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Thrown away?
The other bodies are... gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
So,
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with?
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
Something important?
when Koichi supposedly stole it, did she actually see him drink it? Ah, shoot. Gonna guess. Alive? I don't want to start throwing random things in there. Victim. Victim. Gosh dang it. Oh, victim health. There we go.
I can't believe I overlooked this.
What do you mean?
There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped. Which means they were working together.
Huh? Working together?
Kaito and
The only
Kokichi had
2
to be
people
working
involved
together.
in the swap were the victim and the culprit. The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press, while the victim lay inside. they switched places while the press and the camera were stopped,
Wait! Wait!
then the person who turned the camera and the press back on was the original victim. To put it simply,
Holy!
both people operated the press and camera at different times. An impossible trick, unless the victim and culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
Victim and culprit cooperated? Is that even possible?
It sounds bizarre, but perhaps that was the whole point. Commit a crime that was so confusing, even Monokuma would be tricked.
Jeez, this culprit's a real jerk. So, have you realized who done it yet?
Kaito?
The apparent victim we saw in the video was Kaito, which means
If they swapped...
Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera at first.
Which would explain also why they made sure to flush his clothing.
If the two of them switched while the press was stopped, then the culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi
Oh my gosh!
must be Kaito. So, the person inside that exisal isn't Kokichi. It has to be Kaito.
What did you say?
So the culprit for this case is
Kaito Momota?
Kaito Momota. That is what the ultimate.
Well, I mean,
detective
technically, you
has
could choose people who are already
right.
dead. You go over each one of them, but
Kaito is the culprit? What? You're joking, right?
I don't want to believe it either, but it's the only way any of this makes sense.
but
My detective work has led me to the conclusion that Kaito is the culprit.
Is that true? Is Kaito really in there?
oh jeez.
Hey, answer us! If you really are Kaito, then...
I'm the culprit. There's just no way that Kaito can still be alive. Because I'm the culprit.
Wait, you? But didn't you say...
I saw it with my own eyes. Kokichi drank the antidote that he stole from Kaito. There's no doubt Kaito died.
Well, you told us you didn't want to kill Kaito.
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill him.
Jeez.
But the truth speaks differently. There was only one antidote, so it's more likely he died from my poison arrow. This is the truth.
It's not decided yet. I could have still killed him with the hydraulic press. Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
Huh? Are those the only options?
I guess that's how things turned out.
No, that can't be. The person in that exisal is...
It's not Kaito! I saw Kokichi drink the antidote! There's no mistake. I killed... There is absolutely...
Why did he agree to Kokichi's plan?
But Maki, you don't know for certain that Kokichi drank the antidote.
What?
You saw him drink it right in front of you, but you couldn't confirm he actually did it.
Yeah.
So maybe there's another possibility.
What are you talking about? Impossible. There is no other possibility! I killed Kaito!
Oh, here we go.
I killed Kaito! You're the one who's wrong. He died from my poison arrow. There's no other possibility. What do you know? I killed Kaito! You're the one. It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way. You're so goddamn annoying. It doesn't matter what you say.
I have to say that I'm glad that these parts are getting to be rhythm games, because I'm actually pretty good at that.
I'm sorry I kept
When my
quiet
computer
till now.
cooperates.
I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because
Really?
I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I
Okay, that one
know
was my
I'm
fault.
not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I saw Kokichi drink the antidote.
There we go.
Ends here. Kokichi just pretended to drink the antidote. He didn't actually drink it.
Yep.
He pretended to drink it?
Drinking the antidote was part of his lie. Maki could only see so much through the window. She didn't confirm Kokichi drank it. I believe that Kokichi knew this and just pretended to drink the antidote. After Maki left, he gave the antidote to Kaito. There's a strong possibility that all of this was done to make Kaito cooperate.
Make him cooperate?
The swapping trick required the victim and culprit to work together. Kaito's cooperation was essential to Kokichi's plan. However, I don't think Kokichi would be able to sway Kaito easily. He needed leverage. He gave Kaito the antidote in exchange for his cooperation.
In exchange
Wait.
for his own life, you mean?
Kaito had no choice. He had to cooperate after Kokichi saved his life. That's just Kaito's character, and Kokichi knew that. He swallowed his pride with the antidote and agreed to participate in Kokichi's plan.
But didn't Kokichi make this plan? What good is it for him if he's dead?
I imagine this was all part of Kokichi's plan to confuse us. You wouldn't think that someone would plan their own murder.
He went so far as to give up his life, just to create this mystery?
Only Kokichi could think of something so nefarious. Who else would agree to die, just to execute their plan?
Why would he go that far?
I bet Kokichi was determined to beat me at my own game, no matter what. But too bad! Shuichi figured out the truth!
Truth? Are you sure it's not delusion?
Delusion?
A delusion completely off the mark. To make you think that I died. But who cares what you guys think? This is between me and Monokuma. I don't give a crap if the extras in this game get it right or not.
Extras?
I'm fine with being an extra.
Huh? Why?
If we're just extras, then even if we get it wrong, we won't get killed.
No, I'd still kill you all. Don't put Kokichi's words in my mouth!
But why? being so friendly with us.
If Monokuma gets it right, then he takes everyone's lives, yeah? But if Monokuma gets it wrong, then he'd have no right to take everyone's lives. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, then this killing game can't function anymore.
Kaito, I believe in you. I still think Kaito is the culprit. Thinking of it that way makes all the pieces fit. I will show you the truth. The truth you can't deny.
Here we go. Closing argument. Alright. Trail of blood. Okay. This is all hit with the hammer. Antidote, culprit in the press. Come on. Wow, okay, yeah, that, that, you guys noticed that, right? You guys noticed how, did you get, whatever. How it suddenly sped up right there, that was, okay. Yeah. Three arrows. Back. Oops. And it's there we go. Closing argument done.
This is the truth of the case. Let's go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw Himiko.
Yep. Himiko head to the lab.
She was carrying a black case and heading to the Exisal hangar. When she reached the hangar, she handed the case to someone through the bathroom window. That someone is the culprit of this case. Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon.
Crossbow.
A disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight. Some time passed, and Maki made her way to the hangar. She was going to the hangar to kill Kokichi and save the culprit trapped in the bathroom. However, the hangar had an electric barrier
Yep.
Fortunately for her, she had an electro hammer to get around the barrier, in a way. She used her electro hammer to disable an exisal and climbed inside. She knew exisals could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation. While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow. But the culprit didn't intend to kill Kokichi. They
Wanted to
just wanted
disable
to
him.
disable him. That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm. If they really wanted to kill him, they would have shot him in his vitals. Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an exisal with a remote. While they were fighting, something happened that caught them both off guard. The shutter of the hangar opened, and an exisal stepped inside. Kokichi was definitely not expecting an exisal to interrupt them.
Yep.
He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the exisal.
Come on.
But Maki leaped out of the cockpit and shot Kokichi with her crossbow. The arrow hit Kokichi right in the back, and it was no normal arrow. The tip was covered in a lethal poison from my lab called Strychnine poison. The poison kills slowly. It seems as if Maki wanted Kokichi to confess before he died. But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies.
Yep.
When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow. But this time, Maki was the one caught by surprise. To keep Maki from becoming the Blackened, the culprit used their The culprit's left arm was struck by a poison arrow.
Yeah.
Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab.
Mainly went up to get it.
The Strychnine poison slowed, but in that desperate situation, he incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game. Or should I say, help him defeat Monokuma. That was Kokichi's true objective. It's why he claimed to be the mastermind. Thinking fast, thus Kokichi's final law.
Hey.
When Maki returned with the antidote, so she went around to the hangar bathroom.
Pass it through.
But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi drank down all of the antidote, while the culprit and Maki must have been panicking. She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow, but it was all another one of Kokichi's. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again.
Place with the thief.
After Maki had left, Kokichi took out another weapon.
For
An
2 hours.
electrobomb, capable of disabling communication devices for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock. That was why he commissioned Mew to make the bombs in the first place. After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan. Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute his final lie. Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request. Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail. In any case, the two were now working together as accomplices in an insane plan. There was a lot to prepare and not a lot of time. They had to work fast. If Kokichi died from the Strike 9 poison, the whole plan would be ruined. After fabricating the scene in the bathroom, the culprit dragged Kokichi to the hydraulic press. This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created. Kokichi, with the support of the culprit, stood in front of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready to execute the insane lie. While Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic press's control panel, the culprit laid face up inside the press, draping their coat over their shoulders. Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's record button at the same time. The hydraulic press came down slowly, all caught on tape for us to see. Normally, the safety function would have triggered, but the electrobomb had disabled it.
Very true.
The press got lower and lower, and just as the culprit disappeared from view, Kokichi pressed the force stop button and the camera's pause button simultaneously. The two then switched places. The culprit and the victim.
Excuse me.
The would-be victim became our culprit and started up the press and camera.
Regardless of how this turns out, this is an ingenious plan. And Kokichi was amazing for coming up with it.
Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation. He wanted to win the killing game, even if it meant dying himself. And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press, and the whole thing was caught on video. The culprit's left sleeve was dangling from the press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera and tore the hydraulic press's power cord so that it could never be raised again. This would make it impossible for us to determine the identity of the crushed body. But there was another reason the victim was killed in this way. It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the press disabled, the culprit returned to the bathroom to flush Kokichi's clothes. Finally, they climbed inside of an exisal to hide and waited with bated breath. And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be Kokichi. They're trying to deceive Monokuma in order to defeat the true mastermind. And that's it. That's... The culprit is in that exisal. It's you, isn't it? Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut. I'm right, aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
Really? Is it really Kaito?
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man! Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions!
Huh?
You're still not gonna admit it?
Admit it? But it's wrong.
But logically speaking,
If it's really Kaito in there,
Was Shuichi's reasoning wrong?
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You all think the body was switched when not, but that's just speculation in the end. So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, it's totally possible that the body switching never happened, and not just possible.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay. This emotion I've learned, I believe you call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
Well, I don't care either way. But if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma. What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game. Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's... Sorry I fell short of your expectation, because I got the ultimate...
Can I just say something? I'd like to have one last conversation before we vote.
Really?
There's...
You see, before we vote, there's something... I just need you all to listen.
Oh, is this where we're gonna suddenly pull out a,
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Of course not! I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
this is gonna be a live one, isn't it?
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
We never used Kokichi's
That's what you
disappearance.
said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died.
I'll reveal the truth.
Oh boy. The lie right here at the end just to mess everything up.
Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
What?
What do you mean, lie?
Why did you say Kokichi?
I'm so sorry, everyone.
Huh?
The truth is, after we found the...
You saw Kokichi?
Yes. He threatened me. He wanted me to lie about what I saw. But I can't do it anymore. I have to tell the truth. Kokichi isn't dead.
Hold on!
I'm so sorry, Kibo.
Oh my gosh, this act.
Everyone, please. There's no doubt about it.
Hey, Shuichi. But as far as I'm concerned, if you guys are wrong, you're gonna...
I'm not wrong. We can't vote for Kaito.
Stop it! That's enough.
Huh?
It's over. If you guys get it wrong and Monokuma gets it right, then you'll all get punished. There's no way I can let that happen. So, it's fine. Let's end this.
And it's, oh my gosh.
Kaito!
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time. Alright, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
It's just like you to figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else. So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning. That's what detectives do. Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started!
The heart-racing excitement.
Well, we all know who it is now.
Who'll be chosen at...
And okay. Probably also full up on the mono coins again.
Well, absolutely right.
But you know,
He wrote most of his own lines.
come on, man.
Why?
You kill him.
That's right.
Most of it's just like he said.
After Kokichi pretended to take the antidote, he gave it to me. I mean... Hey! What?
Ah.
What? What?
Shit!
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't want to go outside, but I would end it. But instead, this happened.
What?
Oh, man.
Us noticing.
Hold on!
I'm disappointed.
What?
Could it be...
Oh my gosh, Samugi. I am thinking this is even more evidence to Samugi being a mastermind in the end. Wow.
Huh?
Which means... Okay.
I mean... You know...
But...
Special plan. Bird losing.
Huh?
Yeah.
What? I mean...
Maki or Kokichi blackened.
But...
That's right.
And this is what he said.
Well, you know.
Can't break the rules as they please.
Hold up!
Yeah.
Watched. Watching, there would be no reason to be so particular about the rules. There'd be no point in making this a game in the first place.
But...
Been a stickler about the rules and making the game interesting.
Which means...
So where someone is watching us. This death game is being shown to someone.
What did you say?
But
Yeah.
Nah. Listen up.
But he can't do whatever he wants. It's bound by the rule.
Yeah.
Hey.
You guys. Well,
Well then,
Another question.
incomprehensible.
Realize that yesterday asked if he's really dead. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I was wrong on the cult. Yeah, Sal. You were right. You actually got the right person. And you either got it right by saying saying Kokichi was dead, or you got it wrong by asking if Kaito was if you meant by is Kaito really dead. Either way, you got it right.
What?
Maybe this was just my head messing with me.
Hey,
Ah,
huh?
Kind of hard to
jeez. What?
feeling
Don't
you.
screw around.
You react like that. Are you sure you're okay with it? Because Maki would be the blackened.
Well, you know.
What?
But he gave me the antidote.
Ruin this killing game.
Damn.
Seriously crazy.
At least
I wasn't boring, right?
That punk.
Nah. Jeez. Damn it.
What?
I'm out
Could
of
it
time.
be?
What are you talking about?
My bad.
That was a lie.
But you know,
Not at all. My memories, I was fine during the medical exam for my training.
Could it be?
what?
The virus.
If I remember correctly,
Could it be?
Do with the virus.
But
well,
When you were selected.
tell you the truth.
What did you say?
Jeez. But you know. Hey, so.
The whole outline of frick.
Huh?
Well done.
Well then,
That's right.
I knew you'd figure
Got it.
everything out.
That's my sidekick.
why?
Then,
Nah.
For being a
What's
huge
that?
success.
I mean, got it.
That's just the true mastermind's lair.
Huh?
Yeah.
but
What?
Well, I hate his guts. I'm still pissed at him. He was a.
Hey,
Hey, so.
But that's a lie. A game that you're forced to play be fun.
Huh?
Self.
shit!
huh?
Nah.
It's a lie.
but
Lie or the truth. Truth is in the eye of the beholder, huh? Very embodiment of a lie.
Huh?
I mean,
Huh?
Jealous.
that's right. My bad.
That's wrong. Hey,
You take the responsibility, and that's why I can do all this.
Kaito! What?
I won't let you kill him.
Oh?
So what?
indeed.
Cut it out.
Kaito! That's it!
Punishment time that he's.
What's that? Hey, hey!
Huh?
That's nice!
Hey!
Hey!
What?
Rise and shine, your sign, with our power.
Huh?
By the way,
Hell yeah! He is all that remains.
What did you say?
Hey, thank you so much! What was that? You guys.
Finding
Oh,
other
well.
people.
Hell yeah!
Hey, hey! Shing!
Shut up. I won't let you kill him.
When the last electro bomb were crushed in the press.
No. I...
Huh? What? What?
No. I won't let you kill him.
My
Maki.
bad. Hey, so... That's right.
You have to have friends. So you're in
Don't
it.
worry about it. Come on, man. I believe in you.
Jeez.
Okay.
I'll endure it.
Ugh.
Okay! Dun dun dun!
Hey! Get ready! Ugh. Please,
Please do not worry.
Shuichi,
Okay.
the impossible
Kaito.
is possible.
Okay.
Maki roll.
Sorry.
All right. I'm Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Okay, okay.
Get ready.
It's punishment time!
Boy, how does this go? Wait. Isn't this... Yeah, this is like... Oh, jeez. American. He was being executed. Well, Sal, have you looked away? He was being executed. Oh my gosh, he died before the execution could be finished. That's... He died. Oh, Monokuma's ticked.
Right?
Well,
Hey!
Eh?
Because
He died before the end of your punishment.
Okay?
Yeah. What was that?
Hell yeah!
Hey!
That's right.
Well,
That's wrong. That's it.
You're right.
Play it.
Well, actually... Pops!
they're so cute. Fidget, fidget. My widow cup.
So long!
Act 2 of the Monocubs are gone.
Why, you're really bugging me.
Nothing a participant can do to end this film.
Huh?
What?
what?
Could it be?
Special effect.
Yahoo!
I don't remember how we got back. Kaito and Kokichi. Both. Oh boy.
Such despair.
You know, given everything, I'm still under the theory that this is actually. Here's a question. What if in V3, Danganronpa 1 and 2 exist as games, and Samugi can act as Junko, because Junko in V3 is a fictional character as well.
Well,
Sorry, just mind spinning off.
hey,
Okay. Sorry.
what? Well,
Huh?
Lonely.
hey,
Okay.
that's right.
Remember the last time I cried?
Okay,
Huh?
okay.
I'm rather grateful.
You're right.
I want to show my appreciation too.
Huh?
Here, after all.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Ah. Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
Can't afford to lose to despair.
Okay.
Himiko can't do Jack. So that begs the question
Let
of
your sweat
what's
wash
going
away
on.
all your sadness, fear, worry, and hardships.
What happened to Kibo?
Just start moving your body and your pain will become memories before you know it.
Then you should train too.
Well, I don't have anything to worry about. Cause, I mean, I'm Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Hey! No fair, Kaito!
Hey!
By the way, where did Kibo go? Yeah.
But
It's a good question. Because everyone knows. Because.
It's quiet. Too quiet. And yet, this silence is quite refreshing.
Uh-oh.
I used to hear my inner voice with perfect clarity. It would fill me with the power of hope.
Oh
Guide me
no.
along the right path. I can't hear it anymore.
Oh
All
no.
I hear now is silence. That silence means my will is now my own. Even if despair is all we have to choose. Even if hope no longer exists. I will never give in to despair.
Oh, thank goodness on that one.
I will end this. No matter what, I will force this to end. This school, this ultimate academy for gifted juveniles, is steeped in despair.
Oh! Holy crap! Holy crap, he's...
And I will destroy it.
Holy crap! Oh, jeez. Okay, so, lots of stuff happened there. And we'll get back to that in the next episode, which, if I remember right, is the beginning of the last chapter. Yeah. They're really good about the save slots, so I actually won't be surprised if this next one's the last chapter. So, everyone, hope you enjoyed the episode. And, well, we'll see you all in the next video, where we'll pick up with the next and final chapter, where we begin to finally wrap things up. Until then, see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.